I want to talk today about Amalek, about the idea of doubt, about how doubt has crept into every aspect of society, and this is what's going to change, and it's going to be amazing. I'm going to talk about this from the standpoint of medicine and health to some degree, where it's safe, where I can communicate with you. Again, it's very difficult if I don't know when things are going to be taken down. So it's hard to really share information in a straightforward way, but it's very important that people get some kind of information. And if you check different points, if you look for confluence, you look where different thought streams intersect and thoughts agree, that's when you go bingo, man. I got something here. Please like, subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell so I can send you other videos, let you know when the live meetings are happening. I'll be taking off some days for Passover, and let's rock. So there's tremendous a lot going on. There's a tremendous amount of information being thrown at us in all different ways. The problem is, the real essential problem is the demon of doubt. In the Bible, it's called Amalek. This is what cools you off to godliness. It tells you, well, really, is it really for sure? Is it really real? Maybe not, maybe not. This is the doubt. The doubt has to be completely removed from our world. That's where we're heading. It says in the Old Testament that Amalek, doubt, must be completely removed to the point where we do not remember it. Now, this doubt has infiltrated all levels of our society. The banking system, completely corrupted system, it is full of doubt. Is this kosher? Is it good? No, it's not. It's theft. With the interest rates, it's not in the Bible. It says you can't charge interest. All these things are like illegal structures, and the whole fiat currency with nothing behind it. Anyway, that's a whole nother subject. I've gone on to that in a lot of my videos. By the way, I'm trying to figure out why my videos haven't gone viral. I don't get it. I mean, okay, I lost 5 channels. That's true. So obviously, it's not because people are not getting it and not hearing it, but it's not being disseminated. So if you can, like and share with your friends some of these information thoughts, I think it's very important. So that we know for sure that the banking system is fraudulent. We know for sure that the educational system is an indoctrination system. And now, the big question, the big one that is being examined and has been examined by everyone, and everyone had to make choices during this last invasion, this lack attack on humanity. And now I'm not going to go into the details, so you know what I'm talking about. I'm talking about medicine, okay? The medical system has been completely hijacked, okay? Let's put it that way. Now, so what does it mean? It means that we are moving from an era of uncertainty. Actually, it's worse than uncertainty. It's deliberate, delusional. It's a deliberate attempt to delude you into doing things that could be harmful for you. Not to make you frightened, but you can see what they did with with this thing. Okay, there were clearly some ways around it. Dr. Z, my friend Z, was telling everyone that there's some cures here. There's some cures. We all knew it, and they tried to hide the information. But we're coming into an era now. We're coming into the age where the white hats, the good guys, are taking control. So the amount of information that gets out will be progressively increasing to the point that doubt, that Amalek, that this demon of doubt will be completely eradicated to the point we won't even remember the times when we weren't sure. For example, and I think this is a really good example, and this is also an example of hashgacha pratis, of divine providence, of the way that God gives you information. You have to pay attention to what goes on in your life, because everything you hear, everything you see, everything people say to you, everything you read is a direct communication between you and source. So I left my regular abode for Passover because there's a tradition in the Jewish religion. We have to sell any chametz. We have to sell any of our puffed up bread, our big ego. We have to get rid of our ego. We have to sell it and move to a place that has unleavened bread, that has flat bread, that's not puffed up, that's humble. Okay, so I left my house for Passover, and I'm here in another environment, and I'm trying to figure out, is the water okay? Okay, they have an LK filter, or LK a water filter. So I said, those things usually have filters attached to it. So I checked it out, and I checked out with the management and said, no, these were not filtered ones. You have to check right now. You have to make sure that everything you're putting into your body is good for you, because the demons, the evil ones in the produce food, a lot of the produce food has things in it that are bad for your health, that are bad for the little ones. You have to really, I mean, at the end of the day, I prefer to make my own food. I prefer to make everything from scratch. I try to use as much organic vegetables and fruits as I can, but do not rely on produced food. I mean, you can see that Mickey D's is now going, like, they're having financial aspect problems. Why do you think that is? I mean, do your research. At any rate, so I also want to talk about, on the curing end, there will be med beds coming. The med beds will cure you of anything you have. Do not wait. We are not passive creatures. We are not going to be spoon fed. That's what got us into trouble in the first place. You have to find your cures now. So I would say, switch to a organic based diet. I have Purium below. I have this, I have these shakes, these smoothies you can get, where you can get all your nutrients, all your like vegetable intake on a daily basis. Very easy, and it's storable. You just take a couple scoops and stick it in some nice filtered water, and you have all your nutrients. So that's in the show more. You can call Ian and ask him about it. I also want to talk about ASEA. This is the traveling pack. I'm traveling, so I have some of this with me. This will help reset your DNA if you got this, okay? That and my other friends. This was designed for the Navy SEALs, by the way. You should know. These are not like these are very advanced technological solutions to our issues. So call Dr. Stacy below. Call Jay below if you're interested in this. All these three products that I have are good for you. Now, I feel I don't like to talk about these too much, but I do have information like shows on it. I don't like to talk about it too much because I do make an income from it, and that's part of it. This is part of the 5D structure. This is you. If you find this really works for you, and I'm sure you will, and it cures things that, okay, we can't say cures. We're not allowed to say cures, but it helps with issues that the medical community throws their hands up and says, there's nothing I can do. Okay? We can't make claims, but it does amazing things. So does the LifeWave product. This X39 actually, it doesn't put anything in your body. These are little patches, right? You stick them on your body. I think I have one right here, right? I have one down here somewhere. Okay, I have to. You see, I have a little patch on my body, right? Okay, these little patches do not put anything into your body. They simply reflect the light and the frequencies that that your body puts out, and reflects it back. So this particular one encourages your stem cells to grow. And it's not specific to any area, but it will encourage stem cells to grow all through your body. It does not put anything in your body. This is high tech. This is like very, advanced technology. It's like Tesla technology, as is this. This gives you charged particles. Now, why am I telling you all this? Because I don't believe human beings should wait for the med beds. The med beds will be rolled out, but we are not passive creatures. We are godly creatures, and you have to check with your own source, with your own intuition, with your own heart. Does this resonate with you? So here I am in a different place than my usual place, and I'm having a real issue with the water supply. I'm here for like 10 days. I'm here to celebrate Passover, and I'm not sure about the water. So I'm probably going to go to a store, and I have to go into the hands of the enemy. I have to go into a Walmart, but I'm trying to find the best like bottled water I can use to get me over, these few days that I'll be out away from home. I have filtered water at home, but this is it. You cannot just stand by and assume that everything is okay. You can't just like mindlessly buy food that's produced for you, because they put stuff in it. These are demons. People because you're a loving, normal human being, you cannot imagine the level of depravity of the enemy, that they would actually steal, that they would corrupt the selection process is unimaginable to a normal person. That they would put things in your food and medicine that could be harmful to your health. A normal person can't conceive of this, but these are not normal people. This is the Satan, this is the Satan. This is evil incarnate, and these are fallen angels who have been ruling the planet for thousands, maybe tens of thousands of years. And we're waking up now. Humanity is waking up. Where we go one, we go all. So it's a beautiful thing. I want everyone to join me in the Great Awakening. There will be people left behind. That's what they're saying. Some people will decide not to move on. They're saying maybe 6%. When we left Egypt, and now we're in Passover, 80% of the Jews died in the plague of darkness because they didn't want to be liberated. I don't want anyone to be left behind. Anyone that's listening to this right now, you have a shot to march forward with the rest of humanity into an incredible new age where there will be no doubt. When this is over, I'll be able to go to the water fountain. I won't have to worry about whether or not it's filtered or not. There will be no doubt. We will know. We will all be connected directly to source, to godliness. You will know. You will have thoughts in your mind to say, you know, we won't have these thoughts like don't drink that water. In those days we won't have to deal with that. We'll be dealing with higher levels of inspirational thoughts. We'll be connecting, we'll be enjoying the heart space and the creational aspect of humanity. We will be fruitful and multiply. But right now, as we're coming out of this age of darkness, we're still dealing with this Amalek, with this demon of doubt. But so you have to take action. You can't just sit by and say, okay, I'm sure it'll be taken care of for me. If it's good for me, I'll get it. No, man, you have to be aggressive. That's what I'm saying. Like call Dr. Stacy, ask her, man, how do I get some of this stuff? Now you're saying it's too expensive. Okay, how much do you pay for health insurance? How many thousands, tens of thousands of dollars have you wasted on a system that doesn't have anything to do with health? It has to do with they're making a lot of money off you. So if you're saying it's too expensive, I don't know. I mean, I'm not going to go there. You have to make your own decision. I do not have insurance. I don't have life insurance. I don't have health insurance. Why? Because if I get sick, the last place I want to go is a hospital. Let's be honest. I got stuff, man. I'm aggressively pursuing good health. I'm going towards, we have to turn away from negative and walk towards positive. Now, I don't know why my videos are not viral. I don't know why these ideas should be like as common as, as the fruit is, as the organic fruit on your table. But for some reason, they've been holding me down. I lost 5 channels. The information is not getting out. This is a godly world. We live in a godly world. You are humanity. Humanity vibrates on the highest frequency, on the frequency of love, on the frequency of being beneficent, of being, of wanting good for others. We are there, man. We are those creatures. So you just have to open your eyes and realize, stay away from, dark thoughts. Stay away from doubt. If something's causing you doubt, man, figure it out. Move on. Like me, I have to deal with this water situation. So I went to the management. I said, is this a filtered LK machine? They said, no, they didn't think so. So now I know I don't have that doubt anymore. That's what you have to do. We're coming into a total liberation of event. And this is over Passover. This is during Passover, which takes 8 days. We are being totally liberated on the 7th day. The sea will split. That's the 13th of April. On our calendar, it's the 22nd of Nisan. The number 22, there are 22 letters in the Hebrew alphabet, implies completion. We're coming to the end of this great age of darkness. We're coming into the light. We're coming into frequencies that will be unbelievable. Our children will live in a world that we cannot even imagine right now. So don't wait. Don't stop thinking about tomorrow. Be fruitful and multiply. Do what you love to do. Don't do something because, oh yeah, I have to do that to make a living. I mean, yes, you have to do that, but start to think, start to imagine what a world looks like when you're doing what you love. I am in that space. I do what I love. I love making these videos. I love doing research. That's for me. But for you, it might be something different. It may be growing, having your own farm. It might be, growing trees. It might be producing, medical technology that is using light waves and vibrations and truth instead of selling fossil fuels. Okay, so I'm throwing a lot at you, man. But I just want to give you encouragement that the sea is about to split. On the calendar, the 13th of April, the sea splits, man, in the night. Just like we're coming into Passover, which is the death of the firstborn, meaning Egypt, the Matrix, the evil ones, the Illuminati, the bad boys, the deep state. On tonight on Wednesday night, let's say, I don't know when this video will come out, but Wednesday night at midnight, they go down. All the firstborn, all the evil ones will be destroyed because evil destroys itself in the end. It's biblical, man. This is more biblical than biblical. I mean, me and my friend, my bestie, we're gnashing our teeth because the rabbis missed it. The rabbis are talking about getting out of Egypt, it's happening now. It's happening right in front of us, and everyone is asleep. Everyone is so lost in their own little narrative that they don't see. This is greater than any biblical event that took place in the Bible. It's happening now. We're about to be completely liberated from this evil force, from the Satan, from the Satan, from doubt, from coolness to godliness. And we're coming into a godly age. Nothing can stop what's coming. And where we go one, we go all. So please, be fruitful and multiply. Be aggressive. Don't be passive. Don't just sit and wait. Don't just let them feed you this MK Ultra nonsense on the news. They are breaking. The matrix is being broken as we speak. I can see it. I can see it around me. I'm able to see spiritual forces. The spiritual forces are all around me as I'm making this. I'm looking, I'm seeing all these lights. We are completely in a godly world. It's just that the Satan, the Satan, the deep state, the Illuminati, the Matrix doesn't want you to open your eyes. It's that simple. Just open your eyes and see godliness. If you can't see it right away, I can see it with my eyes. If you can't see it right away, feel godliness. Think godliness. All your thoughts are coming directly from God. The ones that have doubt attached to them, the ones that make you confused, those are the ones that you need to really, you don't need to beat yourself up over it. Just gently take those thoughts and say, okay, what do you want from me, man? What are you trying to tell me? What is the godliness that I can see? Because really, at the end of the day, we are transforming evil into good. That's what the key is here. We're not just killing evil. We're not eliminating it. We're transforming it. We're taking the reptilian DNA that they put into our bodies and transforming it into power, into, do I even have that? Into the energy, into energy of godliness, of goodness, of helping others, of doing charitable works, of being fruitful and multiplying, and having lots and lots of kids. You know how nowadays the young people are like, oh, I don't want to have kids, it's too hard a world. That's just the opposite. In a few weeks, months, years, we're going to be having thousands and thousands and tens of thousands of children. They're going to come forward like we cannot imagine, because the rules of nature will be broken down. The sea is splitting. A woman will have multiple births, and the gestation period will be cut down to a very short period of time. We will be fruitful and multiply. So please like and subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell so I can send you other videos, let you know when the live meetings are. It's going to be a little spotty during Passover because I observe Passover, but I will be back, after the 13th, 14th, after that weekend. I'll be back full time twice a day, but you won't need me soon. You'll just go directly to God. May the force be with you. May God bless and protect you. And let's get out there. Be fruitful and multiply with a big smile on your face and rock the world.